ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Transformers action figure review on the Transformers Generations Studio Series Transformers Bumblebee Movies Deluxe Class Shatter. If you're trying to get your Transformers, you can do so at Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points programs. Check them out, link in the description below. Ooh, I've been wanting this one for quite a while. I actually did pick this up at Target. I found it out in the wild, and man, it looks great. Nice image of Shatter right over there. And then we get Shatter again right there, number 40, and then on the back you can see some product shots. Very brief read up, and then there's the other deluxe class figures from this wave, and then we get an Autobot symbol right over Shatter. That does not look right. Then we get a window sliver on the top, not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Shatter out of the packaging. A very anticipated figure for me. I have been looking forward to this one quite a bit, and I'm very happy to have it. However, I will say there are some gripes that I do have with this figure. You'll notice the tires are kind of wobbly, and I'll get into that a little bit more later on. But first, let's take a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at Shatter. Now, like all our Studio Series figures, we get this little backdrop piece on the inside of the packaging, and it looks like this is the outside of Charlie's garage. It doesn't look too bad. Looks like there's an RV right there, and you can see number 40 for Shatter, and she fits just fine right over there. Pretty cool. So I'm not a car guy. I don't know my cars well enough to know what exactly this is. I'm guessing Dodge Charger, but I don't know. And I think it's a cool looking muscle car. I really dig it quite a bit. And I do like that we get the deco right over there for the 722. Nice silver paint right over here at the bottom. And then you get these added, I don't know what this is for, is like, you know, like, I don't know what they call it, like, you know, they crash into each other for fun or whatever, I guess. But then you get this nice piece of engine sticking out right over there. Beautiful paint apps. So you get a gunmetal gray right here, and then you get a brighter silver coming across the front. And then the tires, you know, oh man, so wobbly. It gets really weird underneath here, so that's like what's really irritating for me. And then you can see the paint deco lines up pretty well with these panels. This back piece kind of just detaches on me a lot, but I ended up fixing it. And I like how the back of it looks, you know? I like how the red paint and the silver looks right over here, so that's pretty cool. And I like the clear windows, even though I prefer when they have kind of like that bluish tint to them. And looking underneath, you know, it's not so bad. Now measuring out Shatter, you can see while in alt mode, she's only at about 1.5 inches to 2 inches tall, but you can also see it's about 5 inches across. Then here's Shatter next to a couple other Transformers. We have the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Lockdown right here. This is not the redone Studio Series version. And then we have Age of Extinction Bumblebee, if I remember correctly. At first I thought this vehicle mode was way too small, but you know, comparing her to these other alt modes right here, she's actually not that tiny, you know, especially next to Lockdown right there. So yeah, it's not too bad. And then here's Shatter next to her teammate over here, or lover, I don't know, but it's Dropkick, and I wish that they used Dropkick's vehicle mode. Now, they're both triple changers in the Bumblebee movie, and she has a flight mode too. I think she turns into a jet. But regardless, it would have been nice to see them match, you know, either their aerial modes together or their car modes together, so And then here's Shatter next to her wave mate. We have Cogman from the Studio Series line, and doesn't Cogman look a little bit bigger? I should review this Cogman, and both of these figures were with me while I was in the hospital during the birth of my second daughter. Trust me, I put the figures down when it was time for pushing. Now getting into the transformation, I gotta say, it is not fun. Parts fall off this figure like crazy, so I'm gonna try my best to carefully transform it without having anything pop off. Let's see how far I go, and feel free to take a shot every time a piece actually does come off. Alright, will you take us away, Bumblebee? Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna start with the arms. Oh man. Oh man, and I'm going to remove the weapons right over here, so let's start with that, and I'm going to reattach them later on, but hopefully that's just going to make it a little bit easier. And then we have these pieces on the side that are going to come apart right here, and okay. Now, this whole front piece, I want to slide this out and detach right there from the front of the vehicle mode. I'm just trying to find a little crevice right there to pinch and pull this apart from. And I don't want to ruin the paint, so I try avoiding the silver areas, but hey, there we go. Ah, and I already screwed it up. Oh, damn it. Okay. Put it right back right here. And what I'm going for is swinging outward. Damn it. Okay, so there we have two. All right, and we're going to move the arms upward. These panels are going to swing around the tire and inward and up. and swing this around, and jeez, okay, we have that ball joint, and that's going to come in right here, and then we're going to move these outward a bit, and we're going to move down to the legs, and we're going to actually, we can actually detach the whole top of the figure. So back here and up here, this is all going to move upward and away. You can see the hinge, so I'm getting that away from the figure. It's still attached right there. Oh, it's just a little caught. Alright, so that's out of the way now. And then going back to the legs, you can take the feet and move them downward. They're double hinged right here. Take that foot, move it outward, and then you have the double hinged tires. So we're going to fold this inward and then collapse it. Fold that in and collapse right there. We're going to rotate this a whole 180 going from the outside in, and damn, alright, going from the outside in, and I wasn't even messing with that part. I don't even know how that happened. It's like I wasn't even touching you and just came off. And then these doors are going to swing to the back, and then we're going to keep the arms out. You have hinges right here on the inside, so we're moving them outward, and then turn the elbows in. And then we can take this whole top piece and we can get her head to pop on through, and then move that down and get her head out right there. And then we could move this up and it tabs in right there. And then these shoulder pieces can come down, they tab into place very nicely. And then we can take this whole back panel piece, fold that in one more time, and then swing this outward, and then this is going to tab in right over here. So get that all locked in, and then swing these down and line up the feet. Give her weapons back, get it facing that direction, and then now we have Shatter in her robot mode. And there are some things here that I really do like as far as the aesthetics goes, but for the most part there are definitely quite a number of things that kind of frustrate me with this figure, man. So yeah, let's get into the details and get a closer look. So she comes with two of these guns, and I think they look pretty cool, man. There's a lot of sculpted detail in here that I think looks pretty awesome, so I'm pleased about that. And they just poured into the top of her forearm right over here, so that's pretty cool. Pew pew and pew pew. So I think it's reasonable to assume that Hasbro received concept art of Shatter with this helmet on right here, because she obviously did not look like this in the movie, and that's frustrating. So that's one downside to it. You know, while I can't blame Hasbro too much for it, I'm still bummed out about it. But you know, it's nice looking paint apps right there. I like the variants of silver that we see. Nice details right there on the lower portion of her face. And the back of the head looks pretty good right over here too. So not too bad on the head sculpt. And I gotta say, aesthetics wise, just looking at the figure, I do like it. You know, looking at the hood right over here, I like how this blends in pretty well. Not the same exact color as silver, but I still really like it. I guess it's that gunmetal gray that I love so much. And looking at the lower torso right there, a lot of fine details in there, and the arms too. So I do like what I see as far as the paint apps go, and I like the gold that we're seeing right over here. I guess these are vents, but I do like that. Nice touches of silver throughout. And the legs look pretty good too, man. It looks like a faux grill right over here on the shins. Then the feet look okay. You know, she's got those toes going on. No peg holes or anything like that right there. Then looking at the back of the figure, it does get a bit backpacky. I mean, look at that. That's a big old backpack right there. I guess it could hinge this up a little bit more so, but that just makes it worse. I've seen where people like to have these, you know, flayed outward. If you want to do that, you can. But I don't know, because it's a female character, I kind of like her, you know, with a little bit more stuff going on around the hips than and the shoulders. But either way, it still looks pretty good. See? Yeah, doesn't it look cool? But anyway, as far as the articulation goes, not so cool, man. You can get her to look up pretty far, which I do like, and you can get the head to move down just the tiniest bit. You get side-to-side motion. The chin does run into this collar kind of hood piece, and you can tilt the head side to side a bit. Shoulders move outward that far, they move downward. You could rotate a full 360. You can also kind of pivot them in and out due to it being on a jaw, but due to it being on a ball joint. You also get a swivel right here at the elbow, and then you could bend in at 90 degrees right there, and then no waist or torso articulation at all whatsoever. The hips only move outward this far. That's extremely frustrating, and I think that's how I got the whitening right here. I don't know exactly how this happened on mine, if it either came like that or if I did it, but yeah, that's very frustrating. You can get her to kick forward quite a bit, and she will kick back. You do get this above the knee swivel. Then she bends at one point at the knee, almost 90 degrees right there. You get a hinge right here at the ankle and another hinge right there. So you could, you know, move both of those. But unfortunately, there is no side-to-side motion, and there is definitely no ankle pivot. Boo! I love. Come on, Hasbro, give it an ankle pivot. You know better. Now to measure out Shatter, you can see that she is standing just a little over 5 inches tall. And then for a size comparison, here she is next to her buddy, Deluxe class Dropkick. And then here she is next to a couple other Transformers Bumblebee movie studio series figures. We have the Voyager class Optimus Prime and the Deluxe class Bumblebee. And then here's Shatter next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. I guess you shattered our dreams of you being a cool figure, huh? Huh? Alright. Okay, by now I was expecting a Hulk to jump out of nowhere and smash you or something. Come on. It's taking so long. Okay, that works. So again, I think the best part of this figure is the aesthetics. You know, I really liked this character a lot, and I really wanted to like this figure a lot as well, but man, I'm just bummed out about it. I considered it a letdown, especially with so many pieces coming off during the transformation, and then just the articulation not being so great, and then the aesthetics being the best part of the figure for me anyway, and they didn't even get the head sculpt right, and I went ahead and swung the sides of the figure outward, you know, to kind of replicate the wings, which actually kind of looks cool. So at the price point of around $25, I'm giving this figure a SUD rating of meh. And I'd like to know what you guys think. Did you like the character? Because I really liked the character a lot, man. I'm just really sad about not liking this so much. But anyway, if you liked the video, please hit that like button, and then hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. And a big thanks to all these people that support this YouTube channel. I have a ton of giveaways going up for this month, so if you're interested, check it out. Link in the description below. And feel free to follow me over on the social media, which is totally free, over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust. Again, links down below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Figures, I'm posing action figures. I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures. I'm posing action figures. I'm posing action figures. It's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.